guys of Middle 2. Welcome back. Today we are going to explain a new grammar lesson, which is comparative and superlative. Before I start, we should first know what's the meaning of comparative and superlative. And we are comparing and making superlative of what? We are dealing with adjectives. So, what's the adjective? Adjective is a describing word. So any describing word is called an adjective. Like she's beautiful, he's handsome. The word beautiful and the word handsome are called adjectives. If I'm going to compare two people or two things, we are now doing comparative of adjectives. If we are making one among others, or we are comparing one among the whole, so this is called superlative. Okay, now I start with comparative adjectives. For adjectives, we have two types. The first one, short adjectives, which is consists of one syllable word. So the word short, hot, tall, big, slim are short adjectives because the word is only one syllable. In this case, if I compare using this short adjective, we now we are going to the long adjectives. The long adjectives are two or more syllables word. So, in this case, to make a comparative form, we have to add a word before the adjective. This word may be the word more or the word less. So we use the word more or less before the adjectives and then we put the word than. Okay, now we are going to the superlative form. Superlative means when we compare one among all. Like in your class, who is the best? Who is the most handsome? Who is the most beautiful? Who is the least one in the class? Who is the worst one in the class? Who is the most intelligent one in the class? Here I'm comparing one to others. When we are making comparison between more than two, here we are coming to superlative form. Look at this picture. Big, bigger, the biggest. So big is the adjective. Bigger is comparative form. The biggest is the superlative form. Also, in the superlative form, we have two types of adjectives. Short adjectives, which is one syllable word, and coming to the long adjectives, which are two or more syllables. In this case, we add the word most or least before the adjective. The most beautiful, the least powerful, the most comfortable, the most expensive, the least. Think about adjective, okay? Look at this example. Harry Potter is the most powerful. The most powerful. This is long adjective in superlative form. She is the least intelligent. She is the least intelligent. This is superlative form with the adjective intelligent. Now, guys, we have something irregular. You know, English is always having an irregular form. With the adjectives, we have some irregular comparative and superlative adjectives. Look at this photo. The adjective good in comparative is it's not gooder. You have never heard the word gooder. That's why in the comparative form good becomes better. In superlative, best. The adjective bad in comparative it's worse. In superlative it's the worst. Little comparative form is less. Superlative form is least. Much. Comparative form is more. Superlative form is the most. The adjective far in comparative form is further. Further than. In superlative form it's further. Now, guys, let's do some exercises. Fill in the correct adverb, adjective form from comparative and superlative of the adjectives in brackets. I speak English fluent now than last year. In this sentence, I noticed the word than. So it's comparative form. You have to put the adjective fluent in adjective. It's long or short first? Fluent is short or long? Hey. Fluent is long adjective. It's more than one syllable, right?
Hello,
Guys,
I'm
I
Jim
brought
from
this video.
Michigan.
It's
In
very
this
important to
video, we're
watch.
going to look
So,
at
after you
comparison of
understand what I
adjectives.
explained in this video, you have to
Adjectives
watch
in
this video
English
for
have
more
three
illustration.
different
It's
forms:
enjoyable.
positive,
Hopefully, you
comparative,
understood the
and
comparative and
superlative.
superlative form. Thank you so much. With you,
What do
Miss
these
Sheme
forms
Aboza.
mean?
Bye.
The positive form is the basic form of the adjective. An example is the adjective red. The comparative form carries the meaning more. For example, redder means more red. The superlative form carries the meaning most. For example, reddest means most red. Unfortunately, these adjective forms are among the more difficult aspects of English. They change according to how many syllables there are in the word and according to which letter the word ends with. There's a lot to memorize, but don't worry, we're here to help. So let's get started. Comparison of adjectives. Positive, comparative, superlative, big, bigger, biggest. Note, put the before a superlative, the biggest. One syllable. Clear, clearer, clearest, dark, darker, darkest. One syllable ending with E. Wise, wiser, wisest. Simple, simpler, simplest. Adjectives ending with one vowel and one consonant. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Fat, fatter, fattest. Two syllables ending in Y. Busy, busier, busiest. Merry, merrier, merriest. Three or more syllables. Creative, more creative, most creative. Popular, more popular, most popular. Irregular adjectives. Good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, little, less, least, much, more, most.